Hi everyone, Linda here. I was having a catch up with a friend this morning and we were talking about personalities and behaviours and why some people get into the detail, while some people just want the big picture, why some people get on with others well and others tend to clash. And I've been doing quite a bit of work in the behavioural profiling space. It's super interesting. I absolutely love it. And I've been working in the area of brand and marketing for many years. And the behavioural side of things is the stuff that's interested me the most over the years. So now being able to do actual profiling is really super awesome. So anyway, I wanted to share this with you because I thought you might find it interesting. And as you know, like with any subject, when we start getting more detail and understanding more about the subject, you kind of feel like it becomes the norm and everyone knows it, till you talk to somebody and then you realise that there's stuff that they don't know. So I'm learning things all the time and thought I'd take the opportunity to share this with you. So the work that I've been doing is around disc profiling. You may or may not have heard of it. It's been around for many years, and there's a guy by the name of Marston who actually came up with the whole disc profiling system. He also actually invented or created the character of Wonder Woman. And so Wonder Woman is based on all the characteristics that I'm just going to go through with you, which is probably why most people love Wonder Woman, because everyone can relate to her in some way. Anyway, so in terms of the different behavioural styles, we've got the people that are dominant. So they're the people that like to talk about the what is it that we're doing, very results driven, very outcome focused, like to achieve outcomes through people. And sometimes they're not always thinking about people and about feelings. And it's not that they don't have a heart or anything like that, or they're not interested. They just forget about it because they're really very focused. They could be a little bit competitive, etc. So that's the dominant types. Then we've got the influencers. So they're more about the who. They relate really well to others. Connection is really important to them. They want to get people involved, they get excited, they're more likely to be extroverted than introverted, and sometimes there's a lot of excitement with the things that they do, and sometimes it's kind of like, what's the next shiny thing? Not all the time, but occasionally. Then we've got the stabilizers, so the people who want to know the how do we actually do the thing that we're about to do. They're very accepting of other people, so still very people focused, incredibly accepting, and they want to make sure that people are on board and they're feeling listened to and heard, and so they like to get everybody's opinions before they make a consensus decision. And then the other category is the compliant people who want to know the why. They tend to focus in on the past. They like to have evidence and proof. They might assess other people. They love the detail, Excel spreadsheets and getting into the detail of things. So these are the people, well, in fact, all of those different personality and behavioural types, we need them all. There is not one that is better than another. It's a really beautiful complement when we've got all those people in our teams. Having said that, sometimes we feel frustrated, or we find that we clash with people. So if you're that kind of dominant, big picture person, and I don't mean dominant in a negative sense of the word either, but if you're, that big picture person, you're very outcomes focused, it's just like, give me the facts, is that going to get the results that I want? If so, yes, let's go for it. And then you might have a compliant person who wants all the detail. And so if you've got the two people talking together, sometimes it can feel really frustrating, because the compliant person might feel that, the results-driven person, they just want to get stuff done, but not necessarily considering all of the detail that they need to consider. So it's really interesting. I want to focus in and share more of this stuff with you, because when you know your own kind of personality and behavioural type, it can be so incredibly insightful, and it can be super duper empowering. It also, when you know yourself, you also get better insights into how other people operate. And what that means too is that you can actually show up in a way that suits other people. So if I know that I'm going to speak to somebody who is in that influencer category, I would go and talk to them and say, hey, how you doing? How's the family? You know, did you have a great weekend? So it's actually about bringing the people side into that. If I was going to talk to somebody with dominant characteristics, I wouldn't be so much into the hi, how are you? How was your day? I would be more into the, hey, I want to talk to you about this. It's going to achieve our strategic objectives. Here are the facts. Let's go ahead with it. And this likewise for the people that are the stabilizers and the compliance. So I would have a specific approach for those people as well. Anyway, I'll finish there because I could just talk about it and talk about it and talk about it. Yes, if you haven't kind of guessed already, I am very much in the I and also the D. So it's a beautiful balance of getting results, getting outcomes, but also considering the who and looking at the future. So yeah, that's me. Anyway, I'm going to close out now, but really happy. If you want to get in touch, feel free to do so. If you want behavioural profiling, if you want a piece done, really happy to have a chat about it. Otherwise, I'm going to talk to you some more about this a bit later. Okay, bye for now.